Hi folks, hope you're doing well. It's 2 p.m. now. Anyway, yes, okay. I'm just watching the latest episode of a program called The 100. Season 7, episode 16. If I was you, watch it. There's a time in it where there's these two characters that have been together for a while, been in love with each other. The man character, he was the bad guy of the first, and second, and third season. He was the one that you couldn't trust. Whereas now he's met this woman and he's helpful, he's thinking about the team, but then she dies. But he can put her memory or her mind into his head. And so, yeah, he does that. Somehow they have this ability where they can put someone's mind into someone else's head. So he puts her mind into his head along with his mind. So she wakes up in this room, opens the curtains, Sahara Desert, that sort of thing. Then he comes along. Then she realizes that she's dead, that she's in her mind. She's desperately trying to get him to wake up, knowing that he will die if her mind is in his mind, because two minds can't be in one body without the body being destroyed by it. So, yeah. So he's basically saying to her, no. He said, I'd rather have a few moments left with you than a whole lifetime without you. Without you, I'd be living, but I wouldn't be... Sorry, I'd be surviving, but I wouldn't be living. And, she's desperately trying to get the attention of the person who could wake him up. Stop this. But that's love. He can't bear to go a day without her. But she, being dead, now knows that she needs to go, he needs to be alive. Perfect example. Smith Wigglesworth. His wife died. He prayed to God to bring her back. She came back for a brief while. Long enough to just say to him that I've got to go. My time is over. You have to continue now. Now, not the same, because Wigglesworth let her go. But you imagine that you've been the person who was hated by everyone. And then this woman loves you for who you are. The good, the bad, the ugly. Doesn't care. And she dies. Your whole world is gone. Fallen apart. The only thing good in your life ever was her. So would you be willing to give up your life for a few more moments with her? Of course you would. Now imagine you're her. You love this person. You love this man. The good, the bad, the ugly. You're dead. Of course you'd want to be alive again. Of course you would, to spend more time with him. But at the expense of him? Of course not. You would be doing exactly what she'd be doing. Desperate. In desperation, trying to get him to wake up so that he could live. Because you love him, you don't want him to die. So in this program, they seem to have caught a magic moment of love. Of incredible love. One for the other. Beautiful. The episode before, you had the hero woman character, the blondie. Forgot what her name is. But she is trying to rescue her daughter, even though this girl isn't actually her daughter. She found her in the woods, but looked after her, so she became like a mother to her. So the girl became like a daughter to the woman. Anyway, the bad guy who's in season 7 got all the power. Basically, took the girl because he's trying to find out how to get to these upper beings who can grant people to transcend into stars, that sort of thing. So anyway, he gets a daughter, and when he leaves her, when he finally gets the information, because he knows all through that episode, the person doing the digging in her brain says, to get this information, you may have to destroy this girl. And he said, do it. Of course, then the mother turns up, or the one who's been mothering to the girl, and she's just at a point where she knows that her daughter is brain dead. There's nothing that can be done. So she's going to shoot her child, kill her, to spare her from this. But then her friend says, I'll do it. But then they are determined to stop the person who put the daughter in this position. So they leave the daughter. As they leave the daughter, a tear runs down the daughter's face. Again, in a program that's about revenge and killing, and it's quite barbaric. They've really put some moments of love in this in the last couple of episodes, which is incredibly beautiful. I mean, that one about the daughter and the mother. Oh my Lord! Imagine yourself in that situation as a mother, and your child is in that situation. Oh my Lord! How do you deal with that? With incredible difficulty, to say the least. That is just horrendous. And the one today, in this latest episode, it's like, episode 16 of season 7. That the only good thing in your life is gone. What would you do to get it back? What would you give up to get it back? Incredibly beautiful. So, I mean, that is, when you try to describe love, there you go. That's love. That's why I say the church. When I talk about the church, use the older people, use the people that have been married for 40, 50 years to teach younger people how to make a marriage work. They've been there, they've done it. You want to know about love? Go and speak to them. They've been there, they've been through it. They're the ones you need to speak to, because, that's them. That's been their life. Go and speak to them. They're the ones. Learn from these people. See, that's the thing, isn't it, really? Yeah. In the end, you've got a whole generation who have been through stuff that are supposed to be being used to help the younger generation. Because we who are alive now, people under the age of 70, I'd say probably under the age of 70, have never been through a war. We've never been through anything like that. COVID is about the worst thing we've ever been through. And we struggle to know how to deal with that. Previous generations have been through far worse than that. And their knowledge and experience is being lost now. Because that generation that went through so much is passing away now. Get the knowledge of the people that have been there and done it. Just because they may be retired, it doesn't mean that their jobs, that their work has finished. It certainly has not. To use them. Anyway, there you go. I just wanted really to mention about the 100 and what they were doing in that episode. That was, wow. It really, yeah. That was a moment. Definitely. That was a moment. You take care. God bless, and I will speak to you soon. Bye-bye.